Hello everyone, it's a Trooper from Flight Sim Addiction, and today I'm going to take you through the Autopilot with the Cessna Citation Longitude. Let's jump straight in. Okay, as you can see, I have in the centre of the screen now, I have our some of our instrumentation, eschews actual names. So on the right we have our altitude, on the left we have our speed, and then in the bottom centre we have a compass with the headings on. Top centre, in our cockpit we have some autopilot instrumentation, and the first one I'll go through is the altitude. Take autopilot off for now, so we can walk through this. So on the ground, as soon as I get clearance for an altitude, the first thing I'll do is hit the altitude hold button mode, okay, and notice I get a blue indicator on my instrumentation of the actual height that's now programmed in, which would be the current altitude you're settled on. So I'm going to use the altitude twizzle switch now, and I'm going to increase that to 29,000 feet, and then I'm going to turn on the autopilot, and then the vertical speed mode, turn that on, and then this vertical speed twizzle knob, okay, as I move this you can see I get a blue indicator there, so what I'll do is I'll increase that. The more you increase it, the faster the aircraft's gonna vertical speed's gonna change, okay, and you can use this downwards as well if you're gonna if you're descending. Okay, as soon as it gets to 29,000 feet, that aircraft will then settle down. Also, point to note is take heed of this altitude pressure indicator as well, and we can change that by increasing or decreasing this twizzle switch here. Also, you've got it over here as well, so make sure that that's correctly set from whatever the tower gives you or air traffic control gives you. Okay, so that's the speed. Next we'll go on to headings. So headings, very simple. If you have a look at our compass, we've got a blue indicator there, okay. So I'm going to manually set the heading, okay. So if I move this, if I use the heading twizzle switch there, you can see that blue indicator is moving. Hit the heading indicator, and the plane will start to move towards that location. If we hit half bank, the plane will move to a half bank position, and that way we don't upset any passengers. If I zoom out the map, we can see we have a navigational path line. Okay, now you can set this so we can actually follow that path, and I will go through that with you now. First thing to do, if you come over to, you can do this on the right or the left side, we have the navigation source currently set as nav1. I want to set that as FMS. As soon as that's set, I'm going to come back up to the top. I'm going to take away our turn heading select off, and then instead I'm going to hit nav. As soon as I hit nav, the aircraft is then going to follow that path. So now we've covered altitude and our headings. We're now going to go. No, I don't want to. Thank you. That's a control talking to me. Right, so let's go on to speed now. So we come over to our speed area. We have two settings. We have FMS and manual. I have no idea what the FMS does. So if anyone knows what it is, then feel free to let me know in the comments. So I'm going to switch this to manual, and then we can now change this. We won't be able to do that if it's set on FMS. That will not work. Okay, so it's important we move that there. So I'm going to set our speed to 300. So on 300, there we go, 300. And then we can set the auto throttle by, if we come down to the bottom here by a throttle, we can hit the arm auto throttle, and then the plane will then react to what we have set here. and that is your autopilot sequence covered. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you next time in the next one. Thanks for watching.